hope you like the previous clips you just saw. I just made them myself a few days ago. So I've been traveling the world, delivering auditing and fixing a lot of the messed up cases of the Church of Scientology. Sometimes it really makes me mad to see how people have become worse through something that ought to have made them feel better. Anyway, so I'm here in Rio de Janeiro fixing some more of those. The history of Scientology in Brazil is interesting. It has been in Brazil since the 1960s. There were two Class A's that trained all the way back when there was a St. Hill in Edinburgh, Scotland. They became Class 8 there. They started to deliver Scientology to people in Rio. They were even awarded one of the top prizes for the missions in the 1985 year. And there was also a mission in Sao Paulo that was quite flourishing. Then in the 1980s, when so many people left the church, both mission holders followed suit. And worse, and that was a really black eye for RTC, the mission holder of Sao Paulo registered a trademark of Dianetic and Scientology to her own name. I can tell you, the Miscavige gang was not pleased. But they terrorized her and they eventually extorted the rights from her. And then the Scientology essentially disappeared officially from the face of Brazil, because both mission holders and all of the public were no longer following the church. And then in 1991, Scientology come and say Scientology just arrived, of course erasing history as usual, and claiming they've just arrived, and now they are in Brazil. And honestly, it's quite pathetic, the state of affairs. It seems that the goal of the church is to ensure Scientology does not grow in that country. So I wonder why people are fighting Scientology here, because they seem, those who want to stop Scientology and the Church of Scientology seem to have the same goal for Brazil, to be sure it's not practiced. I've delivered auditing quite successfully here in Brazil, and I'm going to read an extract from a success story of someone that I just audited recently, and that's on the repair, and I just did the L11 action on that person. Here's a success story. So I'll start in the original language that I audited her in. Sento-me incrível estável. Eu não tenho mais minha atenção nas coisas do passado. Barreiras imensas agora desaparecerão. Meu agradecer a Pierre, meu auditor, é criador de milagres. So in English, I feel incredibly unstable. I no longer have my attention in things from the past. Huge barriers and obstacles have now vanished. My many thanks to Pierre, my auditor. He's a miracle worker. So this is one of the things that keep me going auditing, because there is unfortunately a number of people who, for whatever reason best to know to them, decide to say lies on me when all I do is that type of things. I mean, who could really reproach me to produce that kind of result in someone? Honestly, I don't know what kind of person would object to that. And in spite of any negative things, there is so many positive comments and real minority of negative comments that I've decided to ignore them. I've had actually 8 similar successes in Brazil. The people I've audited prefer to remain anonymous, so therefore their name shall not be known for now.